Hey, it's Brock here from Rock Hill Farms, and I've been driving for almost 4 hours now so that I can cut down a tree. Why the heck would I do that? Good question, and I'll let you know when we get there. Should be a fun day. So we're here to cut down the tree, and we've brought a little saw and a big saw, and we're gonna have some fun. Then we're gonna do a little tour of my friend Jeff's property. Let's get started. He's just cleaning the brush up around the tree with the 194T so I can get better access to it. From a distance, it doesn't look that bad, but at the base, this tree is enormous. This is the biggest tree I've ever taken down. At the base, down here, I think of it as a stump grinding guy. This is an 8 foot wide base, but where we're actually cutting, it's still a good 4 foot wide, and this will be the biggest tree I've ever cut down. The reason I'm not afraid to do it, or getting an expert, is because there's nothing around us for it to fall on, and the top of the tree doesn't look all that dead, so I don't think it's hollow, but you never really know that until you get into it. So it looks like it wants to go this way, so we're gonna let it. So I got a good face cut. It might have been better if this went a little bit deeper into the tree. It's about the depth I normally make them, but the tree's twice as big. But I think it's gonna work. So I just said that I thought this face cut was okay, but if you look at how big the diameter of the tree is, I did not get deep enough into the tree. So I'm gonna try to open this face cut up another foot in this direction and just make it a little deeper. The good news is, we're nowhere near the center, but so far this is solid wood. It's not all rotten. As far as why I would drive 4 hours each direction to cut down a single tree, the main reason is that the property owner is a good friend of mine, and he said he could use a hand with it, so here I am. The second reason is I love felling trees, and he said this would be a good one. My face cut came out pretty good with no Dutchman in either direction, but I did not cut the bottom of it straight, and I decided to leave it that way, and that'll come into play on the back cut. What do you think?
Starting to see some staining a little bit.
Yeah, it is darkening.
Solid.
Good point.
But no, it looks solid.
The shape of the cut should be fine. I think it's deep enough. I think it's as far that way as we can go without trying to overpower where the tree wants to go.
Oh yeah, most of the weight's over here.
So what I like to do now is draw a line across the back of the tree showing where I want to cut. Otherwise I never hit the spot. I'm in no way an expert on felling trees, but the best advice that I've been given is just because you start cutting the tree does not mean you need to feel rushed about finishing it. Until you get your hinge cut down thin, you have time to stop, walk around the tree, reassess exactly where you're at and what you need to do next. Hundreds, I would say.
Hundreds.
I guarantee it's over 100. I always like watching Buck and Billy Ray. I don't know if you've seen him, but he says you judge a feller by his stump, and I get about a C-, I think, for this one. The face cut looked clean and everything, but I could tell it was lower on that side, and I wasn't real happy with it, but I made the decision not to recut the face and to just go with it. And I got a straight back cut. My hinge is exactly the same width all the way down. Everything I think looks pretty good on this, except that I didn't get a straight face cut, and that's because I cut it deeper, and on that second cut, that's when I got it off a little. I should have cut the bottom first on the second cut, but used to be a tree here, now there's not, so I guess it was a win.
But Brock, if you look at the part that fell, it looks perfect.
Yeah, this cut was straight for all that times the saw jerked me around.
Because your hinge is, I mean, perfect.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, that got me a little bit nervous, but went pretty smooth, really. Let's ask the guy that matters. What do you think?
Cool. That was pretty cool. It took a little bit to get it to want to come over, but we, like you said, have patience and let the wedges and the gravity take its place. So.
Now, I haven't said much about him so far, but this is a good friend of mine. His name's Jeff. He has a similar kind of channel to what I do. He's got a tractor and a tree farm, and you want to tell him what you do?
Well, we're starting a Christmas tree farm back in 2020, and we're currently planting this weekend, and started a YouTube channel about the same time Brock did, and we're just following along what goes on out here. And as you guys can see, I have a John Deere 1026R, so I do a lot of videos on that. I do a lot of DIY stuff, and then just stuff on the Christmas tree farm. So go check it out, Watkins Tree Farm.
Now, this video was just about felling the tree. Now we are going to clean it up, but I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, and I appreciate you taking time to watch. In a minute, you'll see links over here to more of our videos, and I'll see you next time.
See you guys.